So, good evening. Today I'm here to talk to you about my sales presentation and report for 10 In Tours. So, to start with, we're going to discuss the company, who's Canadian Traveller. Canadian Traveller, or CT, is a travel trade magazine that was established 25 years ago and is a publication that focuses on producing destination-related information for educational and sales purposes for travel agents. However, recently, in the last year, they have also added a new component for consumers. So they now have an additional quarterly publication for consumers. And they have, on top of that, been noted the official destination publication of ACTA and is also an IATA agent experience. So their mission and vision is as follows. So Canadian Traveller was established to provide high-quality destination editorial for the travel industry and has developed into a fully integrated, multifaceted travel communications company. We are dedicated to building upon the 25-year history of Canadian Traveller to help educate and motivate both travel agents and consumers. Inspired by both our products and our industry, we will achieve our goals through editorial excellence, exceptional customer service, and an unfailing commitment to our motto, which is effectively delivering quality destination information by integrating both trade and consumer components. So, as I mentioned before, they have trade and consumer. So they have a monthly trade magazine as well as a quarterly consumer publication. In addition to that, they have destination guides, which are produced specially for the Canadian market. And they also have a website that has separate trade and consumer editorial sections. So, looking at their SWOT analysis, the strengths are, of course, that they are a 25-year-old publication. They have also recently expanded into the consumer market. Additionally, they have multi-channel control. They have customizable print packages, including contests and online advertising, and all their campaigns feature integrated options and measurable ROIs. Their weaknesses, however, are that their past website impression results have been less than acceptable, that they share the market with other trade publications, and their past issues have lacked on-time delivery. So their opportunities is that they have the ability to expand to consumer travelers, continue to, that they can take advantage of emerging technologies such as online flip technology, and that they continue use of the travel industry growth and expansion, even though travel agencies have declined. Their threats are the industry creates high competition with low barriers to entry. There are declining print industry trends, which goes back to the opportunity of using emerging technology such as online flip technology. Another threat is the abandonment of trade budgets by large companies who are instead choosing to target consumers, which Canadian Traveller is currently counteracting by moving into the consumer market. So the positioning analysis is that they're currently the #1 destination-focused trade publication in Canada. And their current position allows them to offer 10 In Tours the opportunity to expand to the Canadian market and also target both consumers and agents at the same time. They position themselves as the best provider for reaching the travel community. They feature comprehensive readership, unique usership, high-quality audience, maximum reach and exposure, and the best value and great ROI. So they currently host an approximately 26% market share in the industry. Going to that, we'll look at their competitors. So for trade, there's only 4 competitors listed: Travel Week, Baxter Publications, Lodgemonde, and the Travel Industry Today. You have to remember, Baxter Media Publications is a publication that includes approximately half a dozen magazines within itself, so there are actually more competitors than just the main 4 there. In addition, there are consumer competitors such as Condé Nast Traveller, Travel and Leisure Magazine, Canadian Geographic Travel, Canadian World Traveller, and Dreamscapes. So here's the competitor matrix that I've done up with the qualities wanted at being readership and exposure, brand trust, product mix, customization, and ROI. So leading this is Canadian Traveller with a weighted rating of 8.15, followed closely by Baxter Media with 7.90. The reason that Canadian Traveller is beating Baxter Media in this particular matrix is because Canadian Traveller offers the ability to also advertise directly to consumers. So now moving on, we're going to look at Tenon Tours, which is the account. They are a private tour operator in the travel industry who began in 2007. They were recently named #1 in Inc. magazine's travel category for one of the fastest growing privately held companies as of September 2012. Their mission is to provide its customers with an enjoyable, affordable connection to new experiences, cultures, food, and people, and stay with them long after they've returned home. Their vision, then, is to create tour packages that will appeal to people like them who wanted the security of pre-booked transportation and accommodations while having the option to spend their vacation time as they wish. So here's an organizational chart for Tenon Tours. You can see that the president is Brian Lewis, followed by Gerardo Barrera, the finance director, Erica Gustafsson, director of operations, and Katie Fleming, the managing director. And as you can see underneath the director of operations here are the senior account executives and the national account executives, as well as a sales support agent. And then under managing director is the project manager and the website developer. So here's their SWOT analysis. As I said before, they were named #1 in Inc. magazine, and they were also named #200 in that same magazine in all of the industries. They have seen a 1,816% growth in the last 3 years, according to Inc. magazine, and they've earned $2.7 million in revenue. Their weaknesses is they've only been in business since the end of 2007, that they are a privately held organization, and they have a very small staff. Their opportunities is that they can reach markets beyond their current consumer basis, which is the USA, as they are located in MA. And their threats are a decreasing trend with travel agents and tour operators. And between January 2009 and August 2012, there's been a decrease in overseas visits to Ireland. So their procurement, the characteristic of their supplier is that they want brand loyalty, strong brand image, high reach, and high ROI. So for future sales, their potential to Canadian Traveller as an organization extends beyond $10,000, which is the minimum of some of Canadian Traveller's major accounts, all the way up to $30,000 plus. So moving on to the sales side of things and our strategic proposal. Our sales objectives are to commission a full-page advertisement from Tenon Tours for the February 2013 Europe Destination Guide. We think this was a very good start because as Tenon Tours focuses on tours in Ireland, they would fit very well inside the Europe Destination Guide, which has had a lot of previous success as it has been running for several years in the February issue. Next, we'd like to sell a website box ad to Tenon Tours for the homepage for 3 months to start. And lastly, we'd like to commission a minimum half-page ad from them for the consumer edition in 2013. We'd lastly like to gain them as an advertiser, spending a minimum of $10,000 a year. So here's our sales forecast for the next 3 years. We forecast sales of approximately $11,800 in the first year, $19,000 in the second year, and over $31,000 in the third year. This is based on ads in CT Trade, CT Consumer, and the CT Online portions of the company. Our value proposition is that we line up with their operational values, which is to help consumers experience Ireland. By advertising through us, we can give them the opportunity to reach travel agents who can use them as a sales tool, as well as consumers who can use it to contact Tenon Tours directly. Lastly, we can save them money on advertising because not only can we reach the travel and consumer market at the same time, but we are also a very efficient and connected channel. So the control processes start with the metrics, which are digital click-throughs, unique clicks, total opens, website views, depending on the type of package that Tenon Tours requires from Canadian Traveller. Next, the people involved on the Canadian Traveller side are the account owner, the operations and production manager, and the marketing coordinator. While on the Tenon Tours side, this is the main contact, which is likely the president, Brian Lewis, and the marketing manager. Outside is our Canadian Traveller's Fusion FX Design, who produces the magazine on a monthly basis, and any outside advertising designers that Tenon Tours contracts out. Lastly, we use a CRM system, which is Landslide, that is another control process which helps to track the stage in the sales process, notes regarding the account, details regarding target market, who the owner of the account is, and any sales dollars that have currently or previously been invoiced. So here is our action plan, which includes company research, establish contact, develop a proposal, finalize a trial advertisement, implement the advertisement, return the advertising metrics, and pressure for more sales. So All of this will initially take place within a couple months, with the sale hopefully being closed in the beginning of January for the February issue. Once the February issue has run, which will end for March, we'll have metrics and be able to determine the success of the advertisement for 10 in Tours, and then pressure them for more ads such as online ads, another full page ad, or advertisements in the CT Consumer Edition. If you have any questions, please let us know. Otherwise, thank you for listening.